Hey, truth seekers, welcome back. Zach here. Late February 20th, yesterday, we got headlines of a shooting rampage going on in Kalamazoo, Michigan. In this video, I will prove that this is another hoax contrived by the numbers as our Freemason controlled media and government continues to transpire against us. Let's begin by watching the news coverage, and then I'll show you what a coded joke this story is. We'll get the mainstream media's details first.
Details about the breaking news in Kalamazoo, Michigan. A 14-year-old girl we know now is fighting for her life, also the mother of three.
Well, the only two survivors of a shooting spree in Kalamazoo, Michigan last night. A suspect has been taken into custody, and police say 45-year-old Jason Dalton will face murder charges tomorrow. He's accused of shooting 8 people, killing 6. CNN's Ryan Young has been following the story. He's on the phone with more on what happened. Ryan, officials held a news conference about an hour ago. What are you learning?
Well, they did hold that news conference just a short time ago. They did update the numbers from 7 dead to 6. We are now told a 14-year-old girl who was shot in a parking lot along with some other women has actually survived for right now. We're told she's in critical condition at the hospital. First it was reported she was dead, but now we're being told she is alive, so that is a positive development in this case. We've actually made our way over to the suspect's house, and we are looking at probably 6 or 7 police cars that are out in front right now as they're doing their evidence investigation. You got to think now they have 4 scenes involved in this. That 45-year-old, of course, taken into custody, Jason Dalton, and what we do know right now is they have his phone. They do believe that he was talking with somebody during the shooting. We also know that there was video from 2 of the scenes that helped track him down, because obviously there was a space of time between that first shooting and the last shooting. The first shooting was at 6 o'clock. There was a woman walking with several kids coming in a parking lot when all of a sudden he walked up and started shooting. He used a semi-automatic handgun. They wouldn't tell us what kind of handgun, but they did tell us a semi-automatic handgun before doing those 2 other shootings.
All right, so there were the details. Last night when the story broke, before they had caught the shooter, I want to show you how I documented the early signs of the hoax, and then we'll go through the rest. By the time we're finished, you'll have no doubt this is yet another coded hoax. So Kalamazoo is a town that, according to the 2010 census, has a population of 74,000, meaning it's a town under 100,000 people. You know, a lot of towns like this throughout the United States of America, not small but not large either. It's on the 42nd parallel in the 85th meridian. 42 is the number of the Freemasons. It is the Freemasons who control our news, who control our media, who control our police departments, and who put on these hoaxes by the numbers. 85 is the reflection of 58, another number connected to Freemasonry. And if you're new to my channel, I always decode these hoaxes. I show how often the same numbers show up. 58 and 85, they're often. Kalamazoo, Michigan has gematria of 78 and also 159. Remember these numbers 95 and 59. 59 is the kill number in Jewish gematria. It's heavily coded into this story, as you will see. Again, the word Freemason has gematria of 42 and also 51. 51 is also the number of conspiracy. Conspiracy equals 51. This shooting began on the 51st day of the year, February 20th. Freemasonry has the gematria of 58, which we'll talk more about. So the initial reporting was 6 dead. In the middle of the night, it creeped up to 7. It's now back at 6. Notice that 6 dead has gematria of 66. In a second, we'll talk about what this has to do with the shooter's name, Dalton. When you write out the word 33, it has gematria of 66. 33, another number of Freemason obsession, a number that gets coded often into these shooting hoaxes. They also said, they used the phrase 6 dead and 6 killed. 6 killed has gematria of 105, like Zionism and Masonry. 6 dead the small way, 30 and 39. 6 killed the small way, 42 and 51. Again, the shooting on the 42nd parallel on the 51st day. So reporting to fit the location and date. In the initial reporting, when they were looking for the vehicle, they put out this information that it was either a dark blue or silver Chevrolet HHR. Dark blue has gematria of 74, like Masonic. Think about how police officers wear dark blue. Silver has gematria of 85, like the Meridian. Dark blue Chevrolet HHR has gematria of 216, a number that connects to 666. It's interesting that they say this shooting began at 6 p.m. local time, lasted 6 hours, and killed 6 people. 666. 6 times 6 times 6 equals 216, just like dark blue Chevrolet HHR, another number we have seen often coded into these hoaxes that are put on by the police department. What they do is they have drills, active shooter drills as they call them, and they report it as real news, complete with crisis actors, people who are probably related to people within the police department and the federal government and the FBI. All the entities that work against us, bombarding us with propaganda and fear. Silver Chevrolet HHR has gematria of 227, another number very much connected to shootings throughout history. Remember, this number has to do with cycles. 22 divided by 7 gives us the number for pi, having to do with cycles and circles. With regards to Kalamazoo, Michigan, which has the gematria of 78, records spin at 78 revolutions per minute, as well as 45 revolutions per minute, like the shooter's age, as well as 33 and a third revolutions per minute. These stories spin in the news like records. So instead of music, it's propaganda. So this morning, we get the shooter's face. They show him in an orange t-shirt. No surprise there. They love to code orange into these hoaxes. Orange is the only color with gematria of 33. Any of you who've spent any time in a police station have likely worn some orange. Notice that orange and police, a perfect sync. Orange the small way is 33, just like police. Orange the big way is 60, just like police. 60 is also a number that connects to conspiracy. Conspiracy equals 51, 60, 123. Again, this shooting on the 51st day. They said the shooter's name is Jason Brian Dalton, a name that is interesting for numerous reasons. Notice that Jason Dalton, minus the middle name, has gematria of 44, the kill number, kill equals 44. Jason Brian Dalton, in simple English gematria, very interesting. Jason equals 59. He was arrested early this morning, February 21st, 2016, a date with 59 numerology. Brian equals 44, and Dalton equals 66. Again, 6 dead equals 66. He's charged with killing 6. Kill in Jewish gematria equals 59 like Jason. Kill in simple English gematria equals 44 like Brian. Perfectly coded out name for a killer, what the media wants us to think. He was arrested February 21st, 2016. Again, date with 59 numerology corresponding with his name. They've now put out the detail that he's an Uber driver. Uber driver has gematria 59. And a part of me wonders if this is also psychological propaganda for people who might hear this story and then become scared of Uber. You know, in our nation, people make connections like that in their mind. They're programmed to think the way the media wants them to think. I have a feeling the establishment, who are well invested in their taxi services, might not like this Uber driving service. So here's a chance to attack a competing service with the taxi business, which the powers that be definitely own in every major city. So Uber driver 59 connecting in with the rest of the coding. As for his initials, JBD, they have gematria of 16. Another special number, important number to the Freemasons. 16, the only number that has gematria of 33, 42, and 96. Freemason, the big way is 96, the small way 42. Again, this shooting on the 42nd parallel in Kalamazoo. Numbers that connect back to the police who are controlled by the Freemasons. Here's the details, saying it started at 6 p.m., lasted 6 hours, and he killed 6 people. With regards to all this 666, officer, as in police officer, in gematria, the letters OFF all break down to 666. O is the 15th letter. 1 plus 5 is 6. F is the 6th letter. F is the 6th letter. Very common in this police officer related shooting hoax stories to get the 666 coding. They say he killed 4 people at the Cracker Barrel, a store. More corporate advertising. Cracker Barrel has gematria corresponding with his name, Jason Brian Dalton, which equals 61 the small way. Cracker also has gematria of 59, like Jason, like kill. This is where the majority of the deaths happened. Cracker Barrel has gematria of 115 the big way, just like killing equals 115, just like Freemasons, the plural, equals 115. They say he killed 4 at the Cracker Barrel. We often see this 4 dead reporting in these hoaxes. 4 dead equals 74, like Masonic, like killing. It's all Freemason coding. After another 2 hours or so, at approximately 12:30 a.m., police took Dalton into custody. Remember, conspiracy equals 51 the small way, 123 the big way. 1, 2, 3. 12:30. They tell us no motive, something that we get in all of these shooting hoaxes, just showing that they're not real. People don't go out and shoot people for no reason. Couldn't find anyone on this planet who would do that. No motive has gematria of 113, just like mainstream, just like dishonest, just like Scottish, as in Scottish Rite Freemasonry, the branch of Masonry that dominates this nation since its inception. A number that gets coded routinely in the hoaxes. No motive, mainstream news story, a dishonest story put on by Scottish Rite Freemasons. The police spokesperson was Chief Jeff Hadley. Check out the name gematria. 113 the big way, 77 the small way. And 77 is another number we often see coded in the hoaxes. They love their multiples of 11. Police department equals 77. Police officer equals 77. Police officer in simple English gematria also equals 122. Today is February 21st, the reflection of this number, 2/21. 122 is another number of the Freemasons. Again, police departments in this nation are all controlled by Freemasonry. In most small towns, the Freemason Lodge is right across the street from the police officer station. It's probably even true in Kalamazoo. I don't know because I haven't been there, but it wouldn't surprise me in the least. Freemason 122, just like police officer. And that's why so many police badges in this nation show the Freemason compass is square, as I've shown in so many other videos. Typical American family, emphasized by CNN in this article. Typical American family has the gematria of 216, just like it was coded into the vehicle. Again, 6 times 6 times 6, 216. 6-hour shooting starting at 6, killing 6. We get this commentary from Sally Pardos. Neighbor Sally Pardo told CNN that Dalton is married with 2 children and that they seem to be a typical American family. Sally Pardo equals 42 and 51, just like Freemason. Again, just like the shooting on the 42nd parallel on the 51st day. And even the 6 killed, 2 wounded. Another code back to the Masons. Mason equals 62. Our calendar has been created by the Freemasons. March 3rd, 3/3, the 62nd day of the year. Learn this language of gematria and numerology. You'll see through these lies in seconds. You'll see through history. You'll see what kind of world you really live in. Until next time, truth seeker.